What it is, what it was, what it could be, y'all. Welcome back to Disc Golf Justice, and welcome back to my property. Today we're going to be installing the final 3 holes, at least on the front 9 of my home disc golf course build. I'm sitting here on hole 7 tee pad. And since the last video where I made holes 5 and 6, I have changed a few of the tee pads. I changed hole 3 tee pad and hole 6 tee pad, but I'm going to show you guys in the next video that I'm releasing after this, where I'm going to break down every hole that I've installed. Now, especially now that it's green, a lot of the holes that I started was in winter when everything was dead and kind of looked like trash. So now everything's green and vibrant. The hay has just been cut, so the grass out in the field's shorter, more manageable. You don't spend so much time looking for discs. But yeah, I've changed 2 tee pads so that the course layout is just a little bit better. I wanted the final hole to end back at my house, the 9th hole to end at my house. But anyways, we're on hole 7 tee pad. It is a 225-foot par 3 through these trees. You got a mando left of, it's a double mando. You got a mando of that fir tree there on the right, and then the corresponding tree to the left of it is the mando right. So you got to go through this gap. Right now, you can't hardly even see the gap because there's so many limbs. I'm about to do some clearing, some mowing, and then the basket's gonna be there at the very end of the tunnel. It's just a short little tunnel shot where you gotta hit the gap. I couldn't fully utilize the trees as much as I wanted to, so I'm still trying to incorporate gap hitting, even though a lot of the 20 acres I own is pretty wide open. But yeah, I gotta do some clearing of these branches. Hole 7 is the only one of these 3 holes today that I gotta do anything other than install the actual hole, pound the pool and put the tires on. Let's finish hole 7, get on to hole 8 and 9, and wrap this bad boy up. I think that's the last cut. That took a lot longer than I anticipated, actually, to cut all that down. But man, this looks like a nice little fairway now. I just need to mow this and install the hole and then install the other 2. I'm sweating, guys. It's hot today too. We had a thunderstorm last night and it rained quite a bit, and I did not check the lawnmower seat before I sat in it. Big old puddle in there, so now I got that wet butt, baby. I think I'm gonna put it right about here. I think it'd be nice to be able to, you could get a kick off of that tree, or you could get a kick off of this and maybe get a sneaky little ace. I don't want it to pop out too far. I think right about here is pretty perfect. This is perfect timing too, because for 9 holes, these are the last tires I could find around the property. I mean, there's 8 of these for each basket. I have 8 tires stacked on around these fence posts, and I have 9 baskets. That's a lot of tires that I found around here, man. Here we go, there's another hole done. How's that look? That's a tunnel shot, baby. Little putter to mid-range shot. I think it's gonna be nice. I like it, I like it. The course is coming along so good. I tweaked a couple of the tee pad spots, and I think it's really brought it together. So let's go. We just gotta install the last two. I don't gotta do nothing, thank the Lord, because that hole tuckered me out. Hole 8, as you can see, hole 7's basket's right there. So it's a short little walk up this hill, and you tee off from right here. I don't know if you guys can see, and it's gonna be a big down the hill, big turnover, or you could do a forehand. This is gonna be a par 4. I haven't stepped this one out on UDisc to see how far it is, but it's a big turnover or a cannon of a forehand, but it is a par 4, and it's all the way down there, kind of right across from that birch tree that you guys should be able to see in the drone fly through. So I really like this hole. I've thrown it a couple times. I haven't thrown it, I had the basket more to the left, more this way towards us, and not so much of a turnover. But I was like, if I'm gonna make it a par 4, which I would like to do, because it's a long par 3, you know what I mean? I know I can throw kind of far-ish for an amateur. If I had friends come out here, like my nephew comes out here, he can't throw quite as far as me. I still want it to be fun for people that distance isn't their forte, you know what I mean? So I decided to turn it into a par 4, but that being said, push the basket back. It's eagleable. There's no OB on this one. You can go down the terrace. If you guys have been following along, I have some OB with how the terrace work, which will come into play on the 9th and final hole. Stay tuned, it's very cool. But yeah, no OB, big turnover, basket's down there. I like it, par 4. Let's go install the basket. All right, final hole. Or no, this is not the final hole. 8th hole going in. Right here is about where I like it. And I'm gonna, when I do the final hole fly throughs and everything in the next video, I'm gonna mow everything again. I got everything pretty well mowed, but I wanna mow the OB lines for on the holes that have it. However, if you've been following along, like I said, with the terrace, below the terrace being OB, I'd like to mow the line so it's a pretty distinct feature. I mean, it's already distinct because you're playing the terrace. Like, as long as you're on the top side, you're good. But that doesn't even play on this hole. I just thinking about it right now. I think we're gonna put it right about here, because then if you like landed up over here and you putted and it fell off the terrace, it's not OB, but like that will sail it quite a ways past the basket, and then you'll have a long comebacker. So I want it to be an eagleable par 4, but also not a gimme birdie. You know, you could still mess it up. I like all the holes to be at least birdieable, though. I know some holes on some pro tour courses, or just courses in general, they'll be like a par 3, but there's no way to actually get a 2. I want all my holes to be able to get birdie on. So let's put this on. The reason I'm holding these funny when I put them on, because they're full of water. I don't want none of this nasty, muddy, yucky water. I don't want none of that on me, especially not wearing, I chose a ridiculous color shirt to wear doing this project. Whew, there we go. Hole 8, done. One more hole to go. All we gotta do is install the basket too. I'll go show you the tee pad. The final hole, this is exciting, very exciting. Hole 9, I have no idea how far this is. I should UDisc this, but this is a bomb. This is a big, big, long hole. The basket's gonna be directly across this entire paddock back towards my house. The thing is, like I played on hole, I think it is 5, how below the terrace is OB, same things on this hole. So obviously no mortal human's gonna be able to throw completely across this. I don't even think someone like Anthony that's a far shot. I should UDisc this for real, it's very far. But no, you wouldn't be able to throw across this. Like that, I'm never gonna be able to do that. So what you do is your first shot, you pitch it up around over this OB section and onto the high side of that terrace over there where it's mowed. Hopefully that helps make it a little clearer. Where I've just mowed for hole 7's tee box and that fairway, that's the landing zone. You want to carry this and land on the high side of that terrace. If you land on the low side, that's OB. You got to throw it across, land there, and then your second shot, you're throwing back across OB again. Or you could play a forehand for a right hand and just play it out safe and take an easy par. But if you wanna get the birdie, you got to throw it across here, land at the landing zone, throw it across again, land on the other landing zone, and make your birdie. I think this hole is really, I actually have never played it. I just designed it yesterday, and it came to me. I was like, I want the final hole, the 9th hole, to end back at the house. So whenever I do finally put the last 9 in here, I'll probably just reuse the baskets I got and change up tee pad locations. But I want to be back at the house because I want to get water or whatever, snacks. But I'm really happy with this hole, happy with how the whole thing's turning out. And let's go install this final basket, and I'll give you the final drone fly through of this hole too. Okay, I used it since I had to walk back anyways, 565 feet. So it's not as far as I thought. People could definitely make it across. I know people that can throw over 700 feet, so yeah, it's for sure eagleable. It's possibly even aceable for some people. So someone like me and most amateurs, you're laying up across there, which is gonna be a good, 400. I mean, throw it as far as you can, really, is what you wanna do. Get it as far up as you can to make your second shot across again easier, or forehand up over here and pitch in. But I like this hole. I think this is really cool. Big bomber. So let's install this basket. And I also like how that pile of hay there's like concrete blocks that it's all in, and these barrels and everything. It kind of just makes like this little corner here, and then obviously below there is OB. So it's like this whole little thing is almost like a little island, sort of. I'm not calling it an island, but it kind of looks like one. I like it. And nothing's set in stone. Maybe one day I will make it an island. Maybe someday I'll take some of these OBs out. I'll add some OBs. I don't know what the scoop's gonna be. So it's a work in progress, but I like it so far. There we are, folks. I got a 9-hole disc golf course in my house, and I only used less than half of the property, far less than half of the property. Still so much room for more holes, but for 1, I'm out of tires. 2, I'm out of some ideas. 3, I just want to start playing. You'll be surprised. I honestly haven't played any of the holes very much, especially not holes 3 and 6 where I just changed the tee pads. I did that mentally. I never actually played them. These 2 holes that I just installed, 3 holes, I never played them. I just thought they looked cool in my head. So I'm hoping they're actually good. I think they will be though. I know a thing or two about good holes. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna put that final drone fly through of this hole here. And I got a 9-hole disc golf course. Stay tuned for the next video. I am going to be doing drone fly throughs and talk throughs, walkthroughs of the whole course. That includes the layout. Like, I'll have a big picture of the whole layout, see where each hole goes and how you walk in between each to get to each hole, and the holes themselves and the breakdown of them all. And in the following video after that, I'm going to be playing a full round on this course for the very first time with you guys. So I'm very excited. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.